Hey guys, and welcome back to another week of AMS Weekly. This is going to be week 29. My name is Alex. If you guys are new here, I am the owner of AMS Transfers. We are a custom screen print and custom DTF transfer supplier located in Houston, Texas. In this video, I am going to be showing you guys everything you need to know about starting a heat transfer business in 2023. We produce custom screen print and DTF transfers based on our customers' artwork. So if you guys don't already know exactly what is a screen print transfer, what is a DTF transfer, I'll get you guys caught up to speed real quick here. So the difference mainly is a screen print transfer, which you guys are seeing here, is going to be printed using plastisol ink on a screen printing press over here or a manual screen printing press. And the main difference is going to be the process used to actually print them. Here you are actually pushing plastisol ink through a screen, and that is going to be for our screen print transfers. We also offer what is called DTF transfers, and these are going to be direct to film transfers, and both of these apply just the same with the heat press. However, the transfers that you're seeing here are going to be our full color DTF transfers. The screen print transfers, which you guys just saw, are going to be great for when you need high quantities of single color designs, for example. Like the design that we are running right now is 300 sheets of a one color design, and something like that is absolutely perfect for a screen print transfer. Now the main difference here is going to be that these transfers are in complete full color, so you can use any color in the rainbow, and this printer here can create it. And then it also uses a different process. It uses water-based CMYK ink, and with that CMYK ink, the printer can create any color in the rainbow, like I said, and that's how we're able to achieve the magnificent colors with these transfers are done using this printer here. Now, both of these setups are going to be pretty costly and most of all take up a lot of space. As you can see, this is not just the printer, you also need the dryer unit, which is what actually cures the transfers and then rolls them up here once they are finished. So then once they are in the roll here, we can go ahead and cut them out, get them set up for our customers, and eventually ship them out. The great thing about the transfers that you're seeing printed behind me, our full color DTF transfers, are that they have no minimum at all. That's the great thing about full color DTF transfers, is that I can print one 11x11 transfer, and that will be it for the customer. They can literally just order one 11x11 inch transfer, and we can print it using our full color DTF printer. However, if the customer wanted to do screen print transfers, that, for example, we do have a minimum of 6 sheets per design, and we do that because the setup process for screen print transfers and the teardown is significantly higher than what it is for our DTF transfers. So just giving you guys a quick look, these are the screens that we actually use to hold the stencils for the custom designs. And once we are done with the screen, we have to go ahead and wash out and reclaim them so that we can use the screen again for another customer image down the road. But that is mostly the reason why our screen print transfers come with a minimum, and why something like that is going to be great for single color high quantity designs. Okay, great. Now that you guys have a little bit of insight onto what exactly a DTF transfer and a screen print transfer is, if you weren't already familiar, now I want to talk about a little bit more what you need to do to go ahead and get started on something like this. So the whole setup that you are looking at right here, hopefully I can get it all in frame for you. The printer, the drying unit, and I think like 3 or 4 weeks of supplies, that all cost me $9,600. And the reason why you may be saying, oh, that's not that bad, I can afford that. The reason why it was so affordable was because I ended up purchasing it directly from the manufacturer in China itself. So I had to import it from China here to the United States and then get it shipped directly to our warehouse here in Houston. So this can be an excellent option if you are looking to expand your business. You already have been taking orders for DTF transfers, and maybe you're looking to upgrade to something a little bit larger and bring production in-house. This is an Audley 24-inch DTF printer. And like I said, we paid $9,600 for the drying unit, the printer, and a little bit of supplies. So if that is something you're looking to maybe make the jump into, it can be a great option. However, if you guys are here because you clicked the video how to start a heat transfer business in 2023, that is an excellent point. What I would actually consider doing if I were you and I were to start a heat transfer business in 2023 over again is I would set up my website to take custom orders from my customers, and then once I receive the custom orders from my customers, I would then outsource that to somebody else who had a machine like you're seeing here, or maybe something even bigger. The reason why I would do that is so that I can maintain my customer base and try and build that up while not having to worry about the quality, while not having to worry about actually printing the transfers, shipping the transfers, dealing with problems and shipping, stuff like that. All I have to worry about at the beginning when I'm starting my heat transfer business is getting clients to my website and then getting them to purchase. That is going to be my sole focus. So if I were to start a heat transfer business in 2023, that is exactly what I would do. I would allow my customers to go ahead and place their orders, but then behind the scenes, I would outsource the order to a DTF transfer supplier, and then that way I can fulfill my orders to my customers while I build up the business, build up those relationships with my customers. And then once I'm at a point where I feel like I can actually maintain the volume, I can then go ahead and purchase something like this that you guys are seeing here, a 24-inch Audley DTF printer. If you guys are looking to get into screen print transfers, that is a completely different beast. So screen print transfers, you could honestly get started with single color designs for a relatively low amount of money. You could end up buying a press like this. This is a Riley Hopkins one station, and I think all in all it costs about $400, and then we ended up building the stand that you're seeing here using some 2x4s. So all in all this probably cost us like $500, and with a setup like that, and as long as you had a way to actually properly dry the transfers, you could really get started printing screen print transfers. The only problem with these screen print transfers is that it does require a lot more technique and skill to it, especially with something like that Riley Hopkins that I just showed you guys. A manual screen printing press is going to be very difficult to pull off, especially if you are a beginner. So if you are interested in offering screen print transfers, that is something that I would highly recommend outsourcing until you can afford something like that, which you guys are seeing in the back there. That is our fully automatic screen printing press, so it takes the need to actually press the transfers out of the equation completely. So all you do is place a piece of paper there and the transfer prints itself. I'll show you guys here real quick. So yeah, here we go. You can see the operator placing the piece of paper on the line, and then he hits a button on the machine, and here the transfer gets printed. All the operator has to do is grab the piece of paper from the machine, and then it gets thrown into the dryer. So if you can, again, try and build up your customer base, build up those relationships before actually bringing production in-house, that will be a significant gain for you in the long run. All right, guys, I'm going to put how to start a heat transfer business 2023 on pause until tomorrow. Tomorrow I will share a couple more tips with you, but don't go anywhere. That's all going to be in the same video. If you guys don't already know, I do weekly vlogs showing exactly what is going on in our business, a behind the scenes look of what exactly we do day to day here at AMS Transfers, and kind of sharing my entire small business journey as we hopefully make it to the big goals that I have for this company. I am going to be taking you guys along for the ride. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, you enjoyed what you have seen so far, I would really appreciate it if you guys hit the subscribe button down below, leave a like on the video. That shows YouTube that this is a quality video that they should show to more people. So if again you enjoyed anything you've seen so far, please drop a like down below, hit the subscribe button. It would really mean a lot. But yeah, guys, time right now is 10 o'clock on the dot Tuesday morning. It honestly feels like it should be about 2 p.m. in the afternoon. We have had a crazy morning. Michaela has been busy getting the DTF printer all up and running this morning, getting our custom designs loaded onto Digital Factory. Digital Factory is the software we use to rip all of our designs and then send the actual file to our printer. So she spent some time getting all of that ready. We have all the files that we needed to print today ripped and ready to go. So once each file prints after the other, it'll automatically start up on the printer And all we need to do is just make sure that the printer has enough powder, which it does not right now, so I got to add some powder. All right, got the powder added. I forgot exactly where I was, but we are currently running our custom DTF jobs for today. It is a couple of big files there. I think over like 150 feet for 2 of the files, so 300 feet total. This printer can print 30 feet an hour, so we definitely have its work cut out for it today. That is just for the DTF printer. However, if you guys also saw out there, we are running our screen printing press. We have a big day on both of them. We have a job right now that we have 300 screen prints due for, and then we have another job that we have to get printed today for 280 screen prints. And looking at Michaela and Jake right now, it looks like they need something from me, so I'm going to pause the clip right here. All right, got everything sorted out with that. Jake and Michaela were having a problem where the press, the carriage on the press was not rising very fast. So I wasn't entirely sure what to do on this. It seemed like there was like a squeaking noise coming from the carriage when it was rising. So I just investigated the arm that you guys are seeing right here and found that it was a little gunked up. So I just put some WD-40 on that and got everything moving nice and smooth again. So we're back in business on the auto. Like I was saying before, we have 300 of the design that's currently being printed right now. I think we probably have 100 and change done on that one, so we have 200 more to go. And then we have another design after that, 280. With that design, after we printed, the customer actually paid to have the designs on the sheet cut up. So after we print those, we have to then cut up the sheets, get up the individual designs all ready to go for our customer, and then we can package and ship it out. So that's what we got going on right now. Jake is going to be operating the auto. I think Michaela is going to be helping him powder while I run back and forth and keep an eye on the DTF printer. Make sure it has the right amount of powder. Make sure that none of the designs are banding, which means that some of the color nozzles are clogged. And when it bands, that means basically the design has these streaks in it. And we can't unfortunately send those since it doesn't meet our quality standards. So just got to keep an eye on those two things. That's what we got going on today. Guys, 2:30 in the afternoon. Unfortunately, this afternoon is not going our way. Thankfully, we were able to get the first large order printed today. We got that one knocked out. However, when we were getting the second design loaded up, I was going to print one of the transfers and unfortunately ended up printing the pallet without a piece of transfer paper down. Here, I could show you guys real quick. So here you can kind of see the design. I was supposed to print on a piece of paper rather than the pallet. And if you guys don't know, the pallet is sticky. And because the pallet is sticky, you can see this orange is actual pieces of emulsion. Because the pallet is so sticky, it just tore it right off of the screen and ruined that screen. So I had to burn another one. That wasn't that big of a deal. I ended up getting another screen burned. But then when I was going to fix one of the pinholes with the emulsion, I was rushing things and trying to get things done quickly. And sorry about that. And in all of that chaos, I ended up getting just a little bit too close with the heat gun. Where is it? Is it this one? So yeah, if you guys can see right there, ended up just burning a hole in the screen because I got just a little too close with the heat gun. And this is all mainly because I was rushing, trying to get these jobs done. And that just kind of proves you gotta just take your time, go with the flow of things. When you do that, things will most likely work for you. But because I was rushing, I not only printed the pallet, but then I also compounded that mistake by ruining that screen. And if you guys don't know much about like screens and screen printing, because I burned a hole in the mesh, that screen now cannot be used. I have to get the screen remeshed, which thankfully my supplier does do for me. So all in all, probably like a $30 repair to get the screen remeshed, but we'll be down for that screen until we get that all done. Just things you gotta learn from. You gotta take it easy. Everything's not gonna go your way because you're rushing. You just gotta go with the flow. And I don't know, man, not having the best afternoon. Hopefully we can turn it around here and make a good dent in these transfers. I don't think we're gonna be able to get the order of 300 out today. It's not a big deal. I think the order was actually only placed yesterday, so no big deal. We'll get the order sent out tomorrow. We were actually planning on getting it sent out tomorrow anyways, now that I think about it, because we had to print the order today and then hopefully we were going to finish it today. And then tomorrow morning we have to come in and actually cut up the transfers in the gang sheet for our customer, since the customer paid to have them cut up. So all in all, it's really not that big of a deal. Everything will work out in the end. The exact same timeline that we had things at is just pretty frustrating in the moment. To make things even worse, honestly though, during the course of all this, so basically the whole reason for the second error, which was me burning the hole in the screen, is because of this. So if you guys can see right here, there's this little dot on top of the check that is not supposed to be there, and that ended up getting burned into the screen, so I had to fix it with some emulsion. And when I was doing that, I was using the heat gun to help dry the emulsion, and that's when I busted the hole in the screen. So I just got the new transparency printed for this. Let's go ahead and get this screen burned. All right, guys, Thursday afternoon. Right now we are just printing one of the orders for a local athletic booster club. This is a 200 t-shirt, 2-color on the back, 2-color on the front. So we are just about, I don't know, probably 20, 30 left. And that's for the backs. Then we got to register up the front and get working on that, but we're gonna get started on that tomorrow morning, and hopefully we can get that finished by the afternoon before lunch. But yesterday we worked on getting one of the rush orders that we had. It was 300 sheets, or 288 sheets, and then on that order the customer also paid to have the transfer sheets cut up. So we had to cut up the transfer sheets and sort them by the individual design. And the customer had 4 designs on the sheet. So we had to get all of those cut up. That took a lot of time, not only cutting them, but also sorting them and just getting them all in their respective piles, stuff like that. So that's mainly what we were working on yesterday. We had another 146 sheet order that we had to get printed. So yesterday was a busy day. I didn't get any footage of that, unfortunately. Today also has been a busy day, but I made sure to pick up my camera so I could show you guys a little bit of what we got going on printing these jobs. It's going, but we've been working on it all day. Hopefully we'll be getting these backs printed pretty soon and can 425, got the backs all wrapped up, and then I had Michaela get the front end of registration. Got a couple of the front ones banged out. So tomorrow when we come in, all we have to do is finish up the fronts. Everything is all ready to go for us, and hopefully we can definitely get those finished up by lunch. Fronts turned out amazing, looking real good. On top of the backs, super happy with how these are turning out. I mean, it can't really get any easier than printing on white, but I think they look great. Hopefully the client agrees and we can get these delivered to them tomorrow. But in the meantime, I'm gonna leave it here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. Time is 8:42. I have been at the office since about 7:15. Right when I got in, I turned on the dryer, turned on the flash, let those heat up this morning. I got some emails and messages answered. So I was able to get started on these right away after the dryer and flash came up to temperature, and got a couple of them done. I think probably maybe like 20. So we still got this big pile right here, and then there is a little bit, like a little pile over there, probably another 30 shirts to go for today. Like I said, hopefully I can get these done before lunch, and then I can start working on the other job, because we have another job for 160 t-shirts with 3 placement, but luckily that order is only 1 color. So we'll be able to knock that out much quicker than this one, since we don't have to flash anything and do an extra hit. So hopefully I can get started working on that this afternoon, can get started burning the screens at least, and getting the garments all out of the boxes into a pile like this, so that ideally when I come in on Monday, all we have to do is clean up the shop in the morning, and then we can go ahead and get started on that one. Hopefully we can maybe finish that one up on Monday as well and deliver it to our customer. But yeah, that's what I got going on today. I'll try and set up some time lapses for you, but it's going to be pretty repetitive. I also will try and make a point to check in with you guys every time I got to come over to the dryer and do this, because I am going to have to do it. Yesterday I had Jake and Michaela's help with this, but today I'm on my own. So every time I got to come pick up the shirts, I'll do like a little survivor confessional, whatever, checking in with you guys, seeing how my morale is doing, holding up over the course of this print. Shouldn't be too bad. Should be able to just put on an audiobook. I'm still reading Expert Secrets by Russell Brunson, if you guys are interested. Russell Brunson is my boy, so hopefully I can get some solid listening into that. I actually only think I have like 3 hours left, so I might even be able to finish it if I put my mind to it, but we'll just have to see. I will check in with you guys at the next time I got to do this. All right, guys, 9:46. Got done with that pile that I had over there. So now all I have left to do is the big pile. Things are going well. I did have one goof where I pushed it, and I've been pulling the navy. So basically, like, if you pull it, you'll get the ink to shift probably like a quarter of an inch one way, and if you push it, you can get it to shift a quarter inch the other way. And I unfortunately I pulled when I should have pushed, and messed up one of the shirts. So not too bad. I have one shirt out of 200 messed up, but we order typically one extra of each different size. So everything will be all good of that. I already pulled it out of the pile. Just sucks because I had been going at a perfect rate for the whole order so far, but that one was my first error in the order. Oh well. Just gonna have to make sure that no other errors happen and that I am paying close attention so that we can get these knocked out with 100% success. I think I'm actually going to just do this so I don't have to keep bending over like that. And that way I can just grab the t-shirts from this pile, start stacking them up. This is already way better. I think I did all of the 2Xs, which are some of the most annoying sizes because they're so big. Getting them centered on the pallet takes, like, I would say double as long as like a medium, for example. So those take long. I'm happy that these are all done. I'm actually piling up the 2Xs right now. They look fantastic. Still got my audiobook on. Right now, my boy Russell is talking about the importance of effective storytelling in your business, in your brand. So it's got some interesting points, that's for sure. Basically how like all the movies that are like critically acclaimed and we love, like basically he was going into detail explaining all of the story arcs for like Pixar movies and Disney movies, and they all follow like a common theme of the character building and story building kind of theme. So you're going to continue listening to the book, keep on trying to knock these out. I'll check in with you guys at the next check-in. All right, guys, time is 12:36, so past my time that I wanted to have all these done by, and I still probably have like 30 or 40 to do, but this should be the last time that I do a little check-in before the order is complete. So everything's going all right with the order. It's at that point where it just feels like it's taking forever and the pile is not going down, but whatever, watching some YouTube videos, just trying to get through it. I think we'll be all right. Right now, the thing on my mind is I'm trying to decide if I want to grab lunch or if I just want to grind through the rest of them and then go grab lunch afterwards. Still don't know what I'm going to choose on that one. But as I'm packing these up, these look good. All right, guys, finished up the shirts. Thank goodness. Time is about 3 o'clock on the dot, actually. I finished up probably a half hour ago, and then I just sat down for a minute, took a chill break, and now I got to get all of the shirts all separated into their respective sizes and get them finally boxed up, and hopefully I don't have to see this logo again. All right, guys, 3:53. Got all of the t-shirts all packaged up. I had a time lapse going, but my phone died. So got all the t-shirts packaged up. It is a local delivery, so we're gonna drop this off to the customer. While I have been working on this, Michaela has been working on a whole different world. It seems like she's been still dealing with the WW transfers and the custom DTF transfers, getting all of those printed, packaged, and shipped. And for now, guys, that's going to do it for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed the beginning where I talked about how to start a heat transfer business. Hopefully you guys got some value. If you did and you haven't already, hit the subscribe button down below. It really means a lot to me. I'm trying to gain my channel to 1,000 subscribers, so every subscription really helps. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like down below. And guys, I'll see you guys next week. I think it's going to be week 30.